Good morning, readers. Today is launch day for the next book in the Auntie Clem's Bakery Culinary Cozy Mystery Series, and that is book number 19, Wedding Cake Crush. If you are behind on this series, you can download book number 1, Gluten-Free Murder, for free. You can pick up a bundle of the latest free books in the series, or a bundle of all 18 books in the series. So if you want to read the rest of the series first, you can do that. But of course, you can also read Wedding Cake Crush as a standalone mystery, and that you'll still be able to follow it just fine. Although I can't promise you that there will be no spoilers for the first 18 books in the series. I do my best not to give all of the other plots away, but some stuff you're gonna figure out. All right, so I like to do a reading from the new book. So this is from chapter 1 of Wedding Cake Crush. I'm getting cold feet, Mrs. Peach said, clutching at Erin's arm. I'm too old to be doing something like this. I should just go home. What was I thinking? Leaving when I'm just starting to renovate. That's when I need to be home the most. Erin looked at the big red departures sign on the outside of the airport. You'll be fine, Erin assured her, patting her hand comfortingly. You don't want to be in the house while they're renovating, so you'd end up having to go to a hotel anyway. And since there are no hotels in Bald Eagle Falls, you wouldn't even be able to be in town. Unless you took me up on my offer and used my guest room, then you'd be right next door. Oh no, I couldn't impose on you like that. You're already doing far too much for me. All I'm doing is dropping you off at the airport and keeping an eye on things while you're gone. I'm sure nothing will happen that needs my attention, but I'll be there if something comes up. So you won't come home to, I don't know, orange tiles or something like that. Renovations are always more stressful than you think they should be and take longer. All the more reason for you to be away enjoying yourself. Why put yourself through it? And as far as cold feet go, Vic chimed in, be glad you're going to Mexico instead of Alaska. I swear I was never warm on that whole cruise. Erin remembered it well. She didn't think she would be going on another cruise ever again, not even when she was Mrs. Peach's age. But if she did, it wouldn't be anywhere cold. It had been fun to see puffins and whales, but she'd rather go somewhere she could see a coral reef and colorful fish. If she ever went on another cruise, which she wouldn't. You're going to have a nice time, she told the older woman. Mrs. Peach would not have any of the experiences that Erin and Vic had with the seamy underbelly of the cruise industry. There would be no murders while she was aboard, and Erin was sure that what she had seen of the violence and human trafficking would not be duplicated for Mrs. Peach. Even if there were illegal practices going on board, Mrs. Peach would know nothing about them. She would be blissfully unaware as she played bingo and shuffleboard and ate at the endless buffets. And she wouldn't get seasick as Erin had. Erin had been told more than once how rare it was for anyone on such a large ship to experience more than some minor vertigo or nausea. And when you get back, everything will be done, Vic agreed, and it will look like you have a brand new house. Mrs. Peach finally released her grip on Erin's arm. You must think me a very foolish old lady to be spending money like this. I should be more frugal. You've spent your whole life being frugal, while your husband went off and did whatever he felt like, Erin chided. Now that you have the money he left you, you should enjoy it while you still can. You don't have any children expecting to inherit it. It's yours, to do with as you please. I know. I just feel so guilty about it. Think of all the good I could be doing with it. Instead, I'm just spending it on myself. That big screen TV, what was I thinking? The old one was just fine. And the cruise? It's so frivolous. Just throwing money away. And adding on to your house, Erin said. That's an excellent investment. It will make things more enjoyable and comfortable for you and will improve the house's resale value. It's not really spending. You make all that money back when you sell the house. Then you can give it to charity or do whatever you want with it. My estate will have to sell it. I plan to live there for the rest of my life. Erin nodded. You should enjoy it. It's your house. But do I really need a hot tub and a greenhouse? Think of how good it will feel on your muscles and joints at the end of the day. It's therapy. not excess. Exactly, Pip agreed. You'll live a longer, happier life because of it. And plants and nature are supposed to be really good stress relievers and have all kinds of other benefits too. And you girls will come over? Mrs. Peach asked. You may as well enjoy it too, whenever you want. You must get sore after being on your feet all day at the bakery. Erin saw a flash of doubt cross the face of her transgender employee, who might have some hesitation over wearing something as revealing as a swimsuit. She patted Mrs. Peach on the back. You'd better be going in. You don't want to miss your flight. And you'll have to go through all those lineups and security first. Yes, I suppose you're right, Mrs. Peach agreed, turning toward the doors. She had a purse and a small carry-on bag on the shelf of her walker. Erin had been a little concerned about the management of Mrs. Peach's luggage on her trip, but the cruise had been planned with seniors and mobility issues in mind, and the cruise line had picked up all of her heavy luggage ahead of time, so Mrs. Peach did not have more than she could carry with her. Have a great trip, Erin and Vic chorused. Don't worry about anything, Erin called after her neighbor as she walked away. We'll make sure everything goes smoothly. Well, as you might imagine, there are a few bumps in the road and things don't go quite as smoothly as expected in the renovation. And of course, they never do in Bald Eagle Falls when Erin is involved in anything. So I hope that you will pick that up. Pick up a bundle if you need to get caught up on the series and have a great beach read or whatever works for you. All right, talk to you later.